love, who also gave humanity a timeless message. Love one another as I have loved you. The more we concentrate on this particular commandment and reflect on it, we feel it conveys that love stands for absence of otherness or oneness. Absence of otherness or oneness. Echoing the same theme, the founder saint of Ananda Ashram, revered beloved Papa Swami Ramdas, also mentioned at the time of the inauguration of the Ananda Ashram that the ideal of the ashram is universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in everybody. The divinity stands for this common thread, love. And he gave us a tested methodology, a triune methodology called Nam Seva Dhyan. Chanting of the name of one who is within us, who is without us, who is behind every activity, who is the propelling force, about whom we don't know. And that is why we feel we are separate from each other. And by this triune method, Papa could scale the heights of identifying himself with the entire creation. There was no otherness for him. And after that realization, he also declared that what is needed is a total reliance on God. 100%, not 99.100%. This can be termed as trust in Him. We need trust in Him. Then we start thinking, how do we develop this trust? A couple of anecdotes also might enable us to know what exactly trust is, how the trust plays its role in a remarkable manner. One Dr. Mark, this anecdote we received through email, very touching. In US, Dr. Mark was a famous doctor specialized in a particular rare type of cancer. Because of his various scientific research, he was awarded, he was selected, and he was asked to go and collect this prestigious award. He had to go by flight to a far-off place. He got into the flight. As it started flying, there was a stopover in a particular airport. When they landed there, they couldn't take off at the appointed time, and the crew declared that there is some basic problem. It will take more than a couple of hours to set right. So when Dr. Mark calculated the time he may not be able to reach there, the venue. So he was asked to get into a cab. And as he was driving, suddenly there was very heavy storm, rain, torrential rains, and then he lost the way. A stage came when he was driving through something like a deserted forest, and there was no human habitation. As he was driving, he was able to see a small house. It was very heavily raining, torrential. Mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, he was prompted to stop, and it was very heavily raining. Somehow he got into the house, knocked at the door. The lady of the home opened. Seeing him, lovingly she welcomed him. Please sit down. Please come in and sit down. Actually, he wanted to telephone to the organizers that he will be late, but there was no telephone there. This lady immediately prepared some hot drinks, made him to sit, and she said, the prayer time has come, so she has to do that. He can also join. But the doctor said, I believe not in prayers, but only in my service. She did not mind it, and she closed her eyes. While she was chanting, the doctor observed, in the cradle there was a child. So after that period, he asked, what were you praying? He said, my child is having a rare problem, a rare cancer problem. And it has been diagnosed that only one Dr. Mark can be contacted for this. We have no wherewithal. We cannot afford to go and meet him. But I have the confidence and trust in God that he will somehow solve this problem. Dr. Mark suddenly started seeing everything in a recoil. How he was prompted to get into the aircraft on that particular day. How they had to land in a particular airport. How the aircraft developed problems. And how the taxi was engaged. How the taxi lost its way. And how this particular house was located, where he was prompted to go and knock. Everything was coming clear to him. A person who was not subscribing to all these thoughts suddenly felt God is great. And he also knew the trust in that lady's mind was the instrumental factor for him to come here. Though it was all God's plan, there should be an instrumental factor then. So the first meaning of trust we learn from this anecdote. Another anecdote that comes to our mind is from a very highly spiritually evolved soul whose name we don't know but is known as Peace Pilgrim in US. You might be knowing she had undertaken a walk 25,000 miles on foot with nothing to rely upon excepting trusting in God. And her trust was total. So one day as she was walking, in that particular road, there was no traffic, there was nothing there excepting one parked car. And as she was nearing, the driver came out and said, you look tired, why don't you rest for some time? Initially she was happy and she went in and sat. He said, you seem to be tired, you can relax, stretch your body. Immediately, like a child, she stretched and had gone to sleep. After some time, when she opened, she saw this driver intently looking at her. And then after a few minutes talk, he revealed that at the time of asking her to come and sit, she had some other bad thoughts. But the moment she placed herself in his trust, he couldn't do anything. So this trust also makes us understand that it has got the potency to transform the other one. Another anecdote we remember, during the early days of ashram, Papa was totally stabilized in this, Trust in him was the total. God arranges all things in his own way at the time he appoints. These are his words. So when one day he was coming out to the bhajan hall where he used to stay, Puja Swami Sachidanandaji, who became the spiritual head after Puja Mataji dropped the body, who was then also assisting in various administrative matters, was coming towards Papa, and Papa asked, "Yes, Sachidanand, what is the matter?" So Swamiji said, "We have a problem. We need 100 rupees to buy the ration today." So Papa asked him, "What is your cash balance?" 2 rupees. And in the same smiling face, he asked, "Oh, very good, very good." And he was standing there with his walking stick. No answer. Swamiji was telling us when he was sharing this. Papa was wonderful standing there. Suddenly, a young man, far from the ashram, was running toward the ashram, and as he was nearing Papa, he suddenly prostrated before him and introduced himself, and he said, "I have been longing to have your darshan. Many a times I have gone through these areas, but today I saw you standing here, so I rushed up. I just wanted to have your darshan." Then Papa said, "Go inside, have something." He said, "No, I have no time. I just wanted to see you, that's all." Again he did pranams and then placed a cover. He went out. Papa was still standing. So Swamiji took that cover. It contained 100 rupees. Papa also did not even say anything about it. So how trust works, Today's topic is named as trust liberates, trust that liberates. So these are all some of the basic points that give us some clarity about the trust. And now, with this background, we are trying to understand how to develop this trust. We feel the first and foremost thing is we should know what all we have been blessed with and the great giver. Then probably our trust will get strengthened, concretized. It becomes a part of our being. And it so happened that 15 days or 1 month back, we again got this theme by way of a email. We have now put it in the form of a PPT. All of you can see that. And then let us try to reflect more about it. All with the idea of getting more and more clarification about the word trust. Please bear with us.
Yes.
Share. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You are able to see?
All of you can see.
Yeah, yes.
All of you can see.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All of you can see.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, right, right. Why is how it is not coming?
Swamiji's a bit deaf
They would
also.
have muted it. Awesome.
We-
Back one.
Sharing boy.
No, no, no.
Just a moment.
No, no.
Windows. അതല്ല ഇത് അവൻ ഇങ്ങ പോയിരിക്കൽ ഷെയർ വിൻഡോസ് I think this one. പോയിരിക്കും ഇത് പോയിട്ട് sorry close me man.
Prue, if anybody has questions, I think it would be better if you asked. You can come and sit here because he'll have trouble with the foreign accent. Yeah. So think of questions also. Yeah. 'Cause
Sorry, I came back. PPT open பண்ணுவது இதில் வந்து ஃபைல் சென்ட் தட் கிராட்டிடியூட் ஓகே இதாச்சு இதில் போகணும் ஷேர்
yes.
விண்டோஸ் ஷேர்
Even what he said touches the
ஸ்டார்ட்
heart so
பண்ணி
much.
அது வந்தாச்சு அதை க்ளோஸ் பண்ண வேணும் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டைல் பை ஸ்டைல்
I did not apply for anything. No one recommended me. Yet, I was gifted this miraculous body without an interview, without merit, pure grace. This body, made of 75% water, holds firm, no short circuit, no leakage, despite millions of pores. I stand tall, unsupported by anything. The sole of my feet carry me through a lifetime, still holding strong. What an astonishing divine creation. Nothing man-made can come close. Blood flows ceaselessly from head to toe. Every heartbeat, a silent drum of life. Divine technology that powers this system. The heart which never tires, never rests. Two eyes, like cameras of 1,000 megapixels, capture the ever-changing beauty of this world. Colors, light, emotions, etched into memory, enlightening me with things I never knew. Skin, a living sensor, feeling heat, cold, love, pain, a miracle of sensitivity. A tongue that performs 10,000 taste tests, each with extraordinary precision. A voice box that expresses thought and emotion through sounds of infinite variety, and ears that decode every frequency from whispers of the wind to laughter of loved ones. You are the designer, the operator, the sustainer. Every memory, every thought, every feeling and insight, every ounce of strength, clarity, and peace all come from you. You live within this body as the primordial intelligence, the presence that guides, protects, gives purpose. It is this intelligence that quietly moves life forward and holds me through every moment. Let me not merely exist, but participate in the selfless joy and simple rhythm of your creation. Bless me with steady awareness and an open heart. Let my intellect bow before your wisdom. May I ever remember that it is you who breathes life into me, you who makes me walk, you who makes me think, you who listens through me and speaks through me. May gratitude be my constant companion. May every breath of mine return to you in silence. May I recognize that this body is not mine to claim, but a temple of your sacred presence.
Stop sharing the video.
We have some idea now. Actually, it becomes very clear to us we did not do anything for our very birth. Please think over. The me and mine in us did not do anything for our very birth. Again, the me and mine present in us did not do anything for this body. And whatever is needed to sustain this body, like air to breathe, water to drink, earth to exist, space to move about, the sun, rains, metals, minerals, gases, vegetables, pulses, fruits, we have not done anything. When we came to the Mother Earth from our mother's womb, we did not bring anything. The 98.4-degree temperature in our body, we did not do anything. All the creature comforts which we are enjoying now, including the minutest one to the grossest, we have not done anything, including this language, including the this screen, TV, including the Wi-Fi, all the equipments, all creature comforts, through selected instruments, the power which sent us has been giving everything in the form of discovery, invention, innovation, right from our entry till this moment. But we hardly recognize that. One more step. We exist, we all know we exist because of the heartbeat, 1 lakh times a day. Do we do anything? Why nobody responds? Do we do anything?
No.
The blood circulates from head to toe. One doctor told us 6 liters of blood is traveling through 1,20,000 kilometers a day in our body. That is why all the organs are working. Do we do anything?
No.
No. When we eat, after some time the digestion takes place. What is needed for the body, what is needed for the blood, what is needed for the bone, it takes. What is not needed by them, it is purged out in the form of stools and urine. Do we do anything?
No.
No. For the entire metabolism to take place, the oxygen should go in. And we have been told in the process, excess of carbon dioxide gets deposited, which has to be purged out. So that is why this inhaling, exhaling. Do we do anything?
No.
No. Without these four, can we exist?
No. No.
Heartbeat, blood circulation, digestion, breathing. If four are not there, can we exist?
No.
No. Who is behind that? So this is what is called life force. But it is automated. Another dimension. When you are looking, you know that you are looking. When you are hearing, you know that you are hearing. When you are seated there, you know that you are seated. That knowing principle, you know that you are.
Yes.
Kindly think about it. The knowing principle in you now. Have we done anything?
No.
No. And the knowing principle, which is called consciousness or awareness, intertwined with life force, gives us this sense of individuality, the individual. So all these now make us realize a little bit of concentrated contemplation makes us realize that there is a power who is activating, pulsating, motivating everything. Whether we know him or not, whether we recognize him or not, whether we adore him or not, whether we ignore him or not, whether we condemn him or not, he is with us, he has been with us. Here Parampuja Papa says that power is named as subtle and mysterious power, not an entity, it's a power. So trust in him makes us aware of the truth, not that we get anything more. It has been there, about which we are not aware. Now, how to develop that trust? He placed before us a triune path. Nam, Seva, Dhyan. Give a name to that power. Give a name to that power which not only gives the life force, not only gives the consciousness, but also Mother Nature and all the creature comforts. When we start recognizing it, now intellectually we would have understood. After the session is over, we may forget. After this session, we may forget about it. Constant contemplation is necessary to know that even these words are now coming. The finger is now moving because of that power within us. So far, the sense of individuality has been arrogating that he is the planner, he is the doer, he is the earner, he is the sufferer. And at times it smiles, at times it cries, at times it becomes miserable, at times it becomes happy. It is going on. The moment we know the power within us, we get liberated from it, liberated from the toils of individualism. We are all prisoners of our own conceptual prisons. So this trust in Him releases from this bondage. Who is with us? Who has been with us? We don't need any external proof. And all these things are verifiable truths. All that we need is to sit calm and quiet and to take one by one. How do I see? How do I breathe? I can feel the pulse. How does this? Do I do anything? I ask myself question on everything. Then we come to recognize that it is there, it has been there, it is there, it has been there, it is there, it has been there. Our sadhana is to somehow become aware of this. So how trust is liberate? Trust in Him frees us from the clutches of me and mine, which is the seed bed of all our troubles. We start from me and mine. We don't start from the power because of which we exist. So first we try to learn, develop our faith, and then the more we go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, it transforms itself into unshakable total trust. And once we become aware of that, we get totally liberated because there is a saying that power can be named as the master. The master has got a master plan for our lives. Otherwise, he will not send us. We have to develop a relationship with him, a loving relationship with him. Though there are no two, there are two. The sense of individuality, who owes everything to that power, the master. So we develop a harmonious relationship through any method. Every now and then we try to communicate. Closing our eyes, we can talk to him. Whenever we are passing through stressful period also. And during the day, as many times as possible, we can remember him and express our gratitude for all that he has been giving to us. And this will slowly take us to the spiritual heights where we try to surrender our everything. The sense of individuality becomes not that it goes away. Sense of individuality remains. But as a great saint said, there are two types of ego. One is unripened ego and ripened ego. What we have now is unripened ego, the sense of individuality, thinks that it is absolute. But when it tries to realize that it owes its origin, everything to that power, it becomes a ripened ego. So we continue to function outwardly as an individual, but at the same time well rooted in that master who is behind it. And the master, through his selected instruments, gives various methods to approach him. As everybody is unique, everybody's method also has to be unique. That is why different approaches by different gurus, they are all talking of the same thing. So there is no confusion anywhere. Depending upon our innate nature, temperaments, inclination, we choose our own path to reach him. But what is required is trust in him. And that trust is not taken just because somebody said. No. Each one has to plumb deep into it, contemplate, reflect, and then realize for himself. Then only it becomes ours. Masters who have plumbed deep, they have brought out these wonderful revelations, but it has got a limit. Each one has to dig deep and find out the same truth in ourselves. Then only it becomes ours. Otherwise, it becomes a knowledge only, an academic knowledge. If it has to become a part of my nature, it has to come from me only. So, spiritual teachings emphasize this point through all the Shastras. That one has to dig it and bring it out by oneself because each one is unique. There can't be a general prescription. That is why even in the normal life, whenever we go, they go there. The pathology department came because only test will reveal what is the uniqueness of the bodily functions. Based upon that, he can prescribe. Suppose he doesn't, he prescribes on a general basis, it may not. So Papa gives us a three-way method: Nam, Seva, Dhyan. Give a name and chant his name with a prayer to reveal the presence of that master within us, by whose presence this individuality exists. Nobody will be able to chant throughout the working time, waking time. So during the rest of non-chanting time, what is expected of us is to remember him through whatever and wherever we do, right from the moment we get up till we retire to bed. But four mantras should be there. What are they? Touch of love, touch of perfection, touch of dedication, touch of gratitude. At home, in the office, with friends. Normally, these are the three tiers through which we express ourselves: family life, professional life, social life. So, in these three tiers, whatever we do, wherever we do, whenever we do, we try to bring in the touch of love, touch of perfection, excellence, touch of dedication, and touch of gratitude, because everything has come from him. And finally, every now and then, try to feel his presence within by closing our eyes and watching the various functions one by one, which is called dhyana. How does my heart beat? How does the blood circulate? So you develop a connection with him, with that power. And here, Papa advises you start mentally chanting. Here the mantra is Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And the Ram stands for this master of the master plan. So when we chant, we try to hear our own chanting. Then we graduate to the mental chanting. And when we chant mentally and try to hear, a stage will come when the chanting is witnessed, chanting is heard, chanting is realized. Suddenly the question comes, who is realizing and who is chanting? Chanting stops. So ultimately, mental chanting will lead us to the stillness, which is the core of our being. And when we come out of it, the undercurrent will always be there. Outwardly, whatever he prompts, we work with the feeling that he is prompting us to think, talk, and do. And the expression will be love and service. Because the me and mine is not there. We are liberated from the clutches of me and mine. And when we are liberated thus, whatever comes out of us in the form of thought, word, and deed will be beneficial for our co-creation. Sarva Bhuta Hiterana. So we started with trust. There is one more point. Normally we have heard about faith. We also hear when we chant, we should chant with faith and devotion. So first comes faith, but faith has to upgrade itself into trust. There is a small anecdote normally we share. One person whom we call Agrabat. Agrabat. In Kerala, in India, in village areas, farmer, he will come and do something with a drum. No. People all assemble there and he will do various exercises. And he will have two poles and a rope tied to it, and he will walk without any support. The people applauded, and he was carrying a stick and walking. He could go from one place to another. Everybody applauded. Then he asked the crowd, "Do you think I can take your child? I can take a child on my. I can take my child on my shoulder." He had a small child also. Everybody said, "Yes, you can do it. You can do it." Immediately he asked, "Can you give your child?" Everybody kept quiet. They had faith in him, but not trust in him. This is how we try to understand the difference between faith and trust. Faith is there so long as it does not affect me. Trust should be something where I have 100% confidence in him that he will do it. So trust demands that. Faith has to evolve into a trust. We all start with faith only. We hear something, we hear from our teachers, we develop faith. But that faith, if it has to reach the fruition stage, has to graduate into, evolve into trust. These are all some of the thoughts that welled up in our mind. We don't know to what extent it has helped you in your spiritual journey. Anyway, we pray to the Almighty Lord of the universe seated in our hearts, who has given us this opportunity to dwell on Him in this way and somehow make our trust cemented, concretized, so that we become aware of His presence initially as much time as possible, and finally to be always in His remembrance. Thank you all very much for your patient hearing. Hari Om.
Thank you very much, Swamiji. It was wonderful. What I have always loved about your talks is that they're very profound, plus profoundly practical. And so they keep touching the heart. It was like bullets of something touching the heart was coming through that whole talk. So thank you so much. I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Oh, he can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you, Swamiji. And I have very fond memories of being with you last year.
Thank you, Chopra Swamiji. She's very happy.
Thank you all very much. I have some hearing problems, so somebody has to tell me what exactly you are conveying.
Okay, Perul, they can tell you there, okay. But the main thing is you get how much
Share it with Swamiji what you shared, ma.
Yes, and also, I mean, that feeling of gratitude. Thank you so much, Vita. It was just a beautiful sharing and,
Right.
and
Yeah.
so helpful. You were saying, I hope it's helpful. It's wonderfully helpful. It goes straight to the heart.
Okay then. We will close this session with three times of three chantings.
Yes, Om Shri
You
Ram.
can all close your eyes and then hear this and join mentally also.
Okay.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Hari Om. Hari Om.
So I hope you found it as wonderful as I did, and you could hear what he was saying, understand. It'll be better on the recording, maybe. Yeah. Even if we miss some words, you could get the gist. So.